secret is they typically, I can't remember the exact stat, but for every, let's just say you give the bank $1,000, right? They can go leverage that almost 9 times based on the amount you did. So they can go do 9,000 different loans for $1,000 to somebody else, right? It's some type of loophole or law or whatever it is.
Right.
So what they're basically doing is they're taking your hard-earned money that you earned via your job, and they're leveraging the heck out of it.
Yeah.
Which is something that, you know, we talk a lot about in our How Money Works educational system around stop being a sucker, right? We've talked about, you know, typically, you know, there's a certain way that, you know, the average person thinks, and if you're not informed or well educated around how money works, it can suck up your time, your money, your energy, your hard-earned cash in this case. But then there's a way that the wealthy think, right? So you can either think like a sucker, or you can think like the wealthy, right? That's kind of the whole concept around it, is if you're not informed, right? I forget who says it, but somebody talks about if you go and you have a lot of money and you go to work with somebody with a lot of experience, ultimately what happens? The person with the experience ends up with your money and you end up with the experience, right? It's a matter of, if you're not informed and you're not educated, you don't know these rules, you don't know how things, you know, typically pan out, you're going to pay a lesson to learn something very valuable. And so, you know, around what we do under the financial services spaces, we want to inform, educate first, be able to show you these are the traditional principles in which how money works that you can apply into your day-to-day life, into your family decision-making, into your financial journey, into your retirement strategy. And then at that point, you're more informed to understand, is that the right product for me? Maybe I need to look at this, right? Because typically, if you're not informed, if you go to like a retail investment agency, you know, Merrill Lynch, Bank of America, and ask them, hey, I need to get protected, they're going to say term insurance. Or they're going to tell you, buy this proprietary Bank of America policy. Why? Because it's better for them, because you're buying their product, which they make more money, you know, as opposed to being, you know, a non-captive agent like me. We have 160 agencies that we work with, providers that, you know, just like a dealership. You walk into a Honda dealership, what kind of car are you probably walking out with? Right? You know, as opposed to the model we have is we're kind of a broker between all dealerships, and you come and sit down with us and say, here's what I'm looking for. How many kids you got? What type of off-roading activities do you do? Okay, well, let's take out these cars. Let's start looking at these cars. And then we go shop that to the dealerships, as opposed to you walking into them saying, sell me a car. They'll definitely sell you a car.